bluff. You say I open that locker, now prove it.
We have a locker to show him right here.
Just hold up the whole locker.
Here it is. I brought this from the station. Present the evidence locker. Take that!
A fingerprint sensor.
We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to.
What kind of crazy talk is this?
God, you're dumb. Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case, the lockers aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
So, Sheriff, what do you have to say? In 8 words or less. Oh, it looks like jerky.
Delicious jerky.
Delicious.
I got one word, partner. Vader, no.
Cop out. Order! 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 Oh god, I'm really angry. Witness, explain yourself.
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard.
I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing at the evidence room at the scene of the crime.
This jerky is delicious.
I bet it fucking is there, you shithead.
Ole. What the fuck?
Wow.
Vanish now. Please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter? That's alright, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yep, Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
I thought so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer.
That's right. The only possible conclusion.
Well then, let's hear it.
Well, obviously he would be on the left side of the room. Right?
Fucking hold you in contempt.
Well, yeah, just like the left side of the room, like near his locker, right?
Yeah, I would assume so, right?
Or he would be the killer?
I did the left side, right in front
He's
of
definitely...
Get it where now?
Do we want it to be the left side or the killer? Because one is a huge accusation.
Yeah, it really is.
So...
Put left side in front of the locker.
Alright, left side in front of the locker on the left. Take it, please. Officer Marshall was standing right here!
I'm still not sure where.
On the left.
Left, pretty much in front of the entrance, the like first locker, left side of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, like in front of the left locker.
Yeah.
Where his locker would be.
Yeah, like right in front of where you would open it. Now say Cheyenne.
Just did.
Good.
So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory.
Oh. So he is the killer. Right? Well, he's not the killer, but he was the guy there.
Right, yeah.
Now they're ganging up on me. Judge?
Oh, I thought Snake had to go. Perhaps you should think a little bit more about where Officer Marshall was.
Officer Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been would be...
Well then, let's hear it.
Also, Rubber Muffin subscribed. So, he is the killer then. Or at least, that.
He was that guy dressed up as Goodman.
Yeah, so that would be K. What's up?
I tried that. It doesn't work.
Oh, really? Where the fuck would he be then?
To make him the victim then?
He's Meekins the whole time.
Maybe he was hiding in between the two lockers.
Yeah, that's also an option.
Well, they said that
Behind
there's
the
no
step
place to
dirt.
hide.
Yeah. Where the fuck would he
Put him
be?
in the doorway.
Like, put him outside of the fucking place?
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, we can't look at our evidence either right now, huh?
I don't remember where.
Because I was thinking of, like, what about, the thing to make it so you see who signed in or whatever to enter the room?
Right, yeah.
I was thinking about, like, when he would have entered.
Well, at this point, he's Goodman, or the disguised Goodman.
Yeah, but Snake said he tried doing it on K, right?
Right.
Yes.
And it didn't work.
So do it on V.
Doing it.
That was Meekins, though.
I'm doing it.
It's not
Do
gonna
it.
work.
Let's do it.
I did it.
Do it.
It's not gonna work.
Do it.
Do it!
Fucking do it.
Fine. Presents. Take it. He was Meekins the whole time. Officer Marshall was standing right here, being a Meekins.
There? What? That's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman. Wait, what?
Objection!
I'm still confused though. I thought K
Meekins
was Meekins.
was-
Oh,
no.
K was the Goodman.
Meekins was originally brought into trial because he was thought to be the murderer.
Oh, that's where
Oh!
we turned up, yeah.
Fuck, that's
Yeah,
we're
we were
dumb.
just-
Okay.
We were thinking Meekins was the victim.
So
Right,
we
yeah.
were right in the first place though. It's just we
Yeah.
were mixing up the okay. Alright, never mind.
But that's preposterous! Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure.
Objection to what you just said there, Edgeworth. May I point out though that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted.
When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir.
Yeah, and how did that Detective Goodman respond?
He suddenly pulled a knife on me.
Oh dear.
God, he's been using that knife to shave the whole time.
Something about the officer's story puzzled me! If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed this, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized that man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say about this, by the way, Officer Marshall? We haven't really let you speak a lot.
Hungry.
I guess so. Give me some.
You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
Can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Said that
Throw you out of my goddamn courtroom.
That's the second time he said that exact line, too.
I have a knife in your courtroom.
That's true, what the hell?
Fucking true. Where's bailiff? Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence? Any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Mr. Marshall dressed up as a victim?
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do?
It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run to a wall with no place to go, return to the basics.
The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Nick, try thinking outside the box. I shouldn't be looking for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about what he was because he was in disguise!
Why do you think this locker was open in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it may have been discovered later, as it has been.
Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker!
According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
I bet he left the lunch in there and he was hungry.
Probably true. The fact that a white cloth was sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Perhaps. Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot.
Very well. Take yet another fucking look at this goddamn security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker.
Is it because the glove that fell out?
I don't think so. I have to play through it
What?
again.
Yeah, I'm watching it very carefully. We can also look at the court record, by the way.
Oh!
What?
Go to 17-14-57.
Okay. What?
About the blood on his jacket?
Yeah. Maybe he wiped it off and put it in there.
Yeah, he had to have taken it off.
Because what's his... Yeah, Meekins got cut. He didn't get hurt at all.
You think so?
Yeah, because he
Wait.
wouldn't be able to fucking walk out there.
So he wiped off the blood.
And left a handprint when he opened the locker, because it had blood all over his hand.
That makes sense.
Do you think he managed to wipe off the blood from fabric?
Yeah, that'd be also, this is in a very, very short span of time, too.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know chat's like helping out and stuff, but I really don't want to like have it spoiled, guys. So, sorry. I've been helping out the whole time. I get that. It's just I like to figure it out, you know, with us. Okay, I get it. I get what you're doing. I just you gotta understand what I'm trying to do here.
What fell out of the locker in the first place?
It was a white glove.
Glove.
Alright.
I think the blood's the only thing I have, like, as an idea right now, at least. But it does, like, time-wise, doesn't make much sense.
Right.
What kind of like, coat is this? Is it like a leather? Or?
From all the pictures of Goodman we've seen, it's been a white, like, trench coat.
Have we opened up that locker at all?
We couldn't without Marshall's fingerprints.
Right.
So it is possible that he ditched the code in the locker.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I was getting at.
So that's what the cloth could be, is the coat.
Yeah, it's the coattail sticking out, or part of it.
Okay. Wanna on his shoulder, like all the bloodiness,
Yeah.
represent that? Alright, let's see if this works. Take it, please. For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. I don't know what that reason was. Yet. Snake.
Hang on.
Okay.
Yet.
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat.
You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, huh, partner?
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Eggsworth.
Mm-hmm.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. If you were only half as persistent than you as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
All right. It seems the time has come.
It's his tell-all. Yeah.
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
Sounds like a goddamn robot, Marshall.
I'm in love with the bacon sauce.
I must be lagging the fuck out because all of you are roboting on my end. It's fucking awesome. I love it.
Hello.
Oh dear.
Oh, hi. No, you guys are good now.
Should I say my line now?
After I say any, let's subscribe. No, you can say it.
Large quantities of blood traces were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be?
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor.
It looked like a bit too much blood for that. Oh my word. Well, now we gotta figure out what the heck to do here. I wanna look at the files of the SL9 incident.
Okay,
I wanna check them.
stacking them.
Alright, so criminal was Joe Dock. Crime was serial murder, sentence was death. And it's closed. Victims were Edward Jones, Jason Knight,
Neil
Rachel
Marshall?
Moss, Neil Marshall. Oh shit! Brother of some shit!
Possibly.
Jeb Bates and Edith Kirby. Head prosecutors Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses were Lana Skye and Emma Skye.
No!
Emma Skye?
No!
Oh shit! Executive investigators were Damon Gant and Lana Skye. Head investigators were Bruce Goodman. Goodman? That was the big guy, right?
That's the guy who's dead.
Oh, right. And investigators were Jake Marshall and Angel Star. Okay. So, this is all because he wants vengeance on his brother's killer or some shit.
I'm like that.
Looks like it. Alright. So, let's just talk about it. We'll just press him on the first part. I had to do it that day, yada yada. Hold the fucking phone. When you say it, you mean...
Oh, I fucked up.
What'd you do?
Did you present something?
Yeah, accidentally.
All right.
Alright, I'll cover for your lines really quick then.
Uh-huh, or two for fuck ups.
Well, he'll still have to press everything just to make sure that we're on the same.
Alright, so do I cover his lines now or what?
Do you even have to ask, partner?
He's got it. The SL9 incident.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going completely in with the transferal that day.
Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only the detective who was in charge of it can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
That's why you pretended to be Goodman so he can look at the case. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that case. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why
I'm just wondering how Goodman ended up dying through all this.
he died in the parking lot, obviously.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wonder why he ended up dying though.
I don't think it's related to Marshall.
Okay. It's just a bad circumstance. Happenstance, whatever. I saw this idea just like him. I plan to take out the evidence. Fuck it, press it, hold it. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transfer, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
So you did it to fool a security camera.
And the detective's ID card?
I stole that the morning of the incident.
After you murdered him.
Oh my god, don't say that! So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall!
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean the fingerprint activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Normally the locker shouldn't have opened.
So it happened because the rubber gloves was stuck to the door by chance. Then, Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. Huh. Press it. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off.
Let's just say I was a little surprised. Only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins certainly is a 1 in a million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
Ho ho ho! When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him a little bit. I'm sorry it had to turn out that way, with me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
Oh, you mean this one?
It
Christ.
is the same one.
Yep. I don't know what to say.
So what happened next?
Fuck it, press it. So you did your research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. Security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left.
However, you bloodied your coat on with your struggle with Officer Meekins.
If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time anyway?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is on that day,
Oh. Press it. But the blood found on the scene certainly indicates that crime took place.
What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner.
So you stole the evidence from the locker?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Why not?
When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
what? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor, and I knew that.
Oh my god! Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner, it's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
I guess you're right. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring on a police officer. This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't be forgiven without a simple cut in salary.
Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
Witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.